More here with the Cumberland Forest School, and what you're doing over there is unbelievable.
Thank you. Thank you. We're having a really fun time with it. So, yeah.
Oh my gosh. So we're going to talk about the upcoming semester and then just kind of review um all the things
Yep.
that y'all do.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I'm really excited to share that we're still operating our four different programs that happen during the school year. So we have a homeschool program. That's kind of the one that is kind of our bread and butter, as along with our preschool program. And those happen just down the road from where we are right now, at the Fiery Gizzard State Park Visitor Center.
So weird.
I know. Yeah, that change has been really exciting for the students. Are like, what? It's happening? So those two programs happen mainly there. And then we have an after-school program that operates in the Swanee Elementary area, so around Swanee Elementary. And then we have camps that run during the summer and during the school year. So those are our four main programs, and I'm happy to talk more about those
Well, what is the process? Tell us a little bit about. I mean, this is very unusual.
Right.
It's different. It's just different. How would you explain it? And someone is like, "What in the world is that?"
Yeah, a forest school is just an alternative to normal education. Some folks decide to join, a homeschooling forest program because they're already homeschooling their children and they need just a little bit of extra support. They want their kids to be engaged with more than just one or two adults. They want their children to be engaged with peers that are their age, or, a variety of ages. And so that's one reason that folks decide to join the homeschool program. Preschool program is just like any other preschool program. It's outside of like an academic standard. So we're doing a lot more play-based education. We're doing a lot more, hiking, a lot more music. Those kinds of things are happening in the preschool program. And we've got a really amazing preschool head teacher who's kind of like doing a lot of that work. But yeah, those are the reasons that you might engage with forest school. Also, the after school program is enrichment, right? So it's an after school program.
Sure.
After the kids get out of an 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. full day of sitting down, then they get to go and explore and go on hikes around the Swanee area. So that's the hope for that program. And then the camps are just a place for folks during the summer or during days off for elementary schools in the area, for the kids to just be outside. As simple as that. Yeah.
So it's Monday. So I'm going back to the homeschool program because I love it. Because not all kids are meant for public school.
It's true.
It's just it's a very rigid thing.
It can be,
and it just sometimes it just doesn't work for everyone.
That's right.
And so this is an alternative. 6 to 11.
Yes, yeah, ages 6 to 11-year-olds, and we run Monday through Thursday. At the state park, we're there Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, and then we have the incredible opportunity to go down to Sequatchie Cove Farm in Sequatchie Valley, and we go there with our 6 to 11-year-olds on Wednesdays. And so the kids get to learn farm chores. They get to learn how to harvest vegetables. Yesterday, we did a natural dye class. It's really powerful to be down there in that space. And it's a multi-generational farm. So they get to be engaged with, all of the pieces of what it's like to be a farmer in the area and learn about farming in a big way.
That is so huge.
Yeah.
I mean, I grew up, my grandparents both had farms.
Yeah.
So it's just a way of life.
Yep.
And I feel like I'm a better person for it.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I
Right?
had grandparents that had a farm, and engaging with the natural environment in that way and knowing your connection to it and knowing where your food comes from, how you can help the animals. Like there's just a lot there that I think is pretty powerful.
It is very. All right. So what would be a day? What would be a day at the forest school?
Wow. So depending on the program that you're involved with, let's say you're in the preschool program and those are ages 3 to 5-year-olds. The kids show up. They're showing up here in about 3 minutes at the school. And they show up and they have on all of their rain gear, all of their snow gear, whatever it is, kind of weather it is for the day. And they go to our classroom that's at the South Cumberland Visitor Center over there, the Fiery Gizzard Visitor Center. And we have a really nice pavilion that we built a couple of years ago that's got these roll down clear windows so that the kids can stay warm inside, and a heater. And they come and they sit down and they do morning circle. So that might look like a morning song, and they share how they're feeling for the day and what they're excited about for the day. And then they get to engage in team building activities, in free play, in natural arts and crafts. And then they have lunch. And then there's an overlap time with our homeschool and preschool program where the homeschoolers do like a reading buddy activity with the preschoolers, which is really sweet because it's like 6 to 11-year-olds reading books to the 3 to 5-year-olds, and it's really wholesome. And so that happens in the afternoon, and then the preschoolers leave at 1 o'clock. So that's a classic preschool day.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
All right, the 6 to 11, what are some of the activities that they do?
Yeah. So, for example, yesterday we went to Sequatchie Cove Farm, and we started off similarly to the preschool, and that's the idea is we want folks who are in the preschool, if they want to continue this kind of education and it works for them and their families, to see how that moves up into the homeschool program. So similarly, we start off with the morning circle, talk about how we're feeling for the day, talk about what we're excited about, and then we give them a basic breakdown of what we're going to do that day. And yesterday we went straight from that to harvesting natural ingredients. So black walnuts, plantain, onion skins for natural dyes. And we took the students into that. We are lucky enough to use the studio there at the Sequatchie Cove Farm, which is beautiful,
cool is that?
So cool. And we made natural dyes with the students all morning. And then they had some free play. We had some lunch. And free play, for those who are curious about that, is they get to engage with the natural world. They go outside. They just, a lot of them build things. A lot of them decide to do imaginative play and, decide to make a fairy world for themselves. I mean, there's just a lot of different ways that they utilize that free play time.
No screen time.
No screen time. And it really, the benefits of that are huge because it makes them, and this is something that we work on with the homeschool and the preschool and in all of our programs, how to interact socially in a positive way and how to engage in difficult conversations when, hey, I was using that stick. Like, I want that back, and trying to figure out how to communicate and talk to each other, those are invaluable skills that are going to help them throughout the rest of their lives. So, I think I got off subject.
Well, no, that's the whole thing. You're teaching your children a more natural way of living and being, and there hasn't been a social interaction
right
for those kids. I mean, how many years did we lose with COVID?
Exactly. So many. And then we're seeing a lot of that in the preschool program. A lot of those kids are COVID babies.
Wow.
And so their first interactions, their first engagement is at the forest school, which is really cool because I think a lot of them are learning some really powerful skills insofar as socializing and better communication skills. So it is
Use
lucky for that. Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing. They are learning how to engage with each other and talk to a teacher and ask for help and ask, and decide whether or not something feels fair or unjust. And we can talk about that with them. So.
And conflict resolutions
exactly.
that us adults have an issue with.
Oh my gosh. There's a lot of people that I wish would be a part of our program that are adults.
Do you need to come into the forest? Did I tell you my idea of, I bought it online, and it's like a certified forest therapy person.
Oh, cool.
And, as I age out and, kind of my exit plan, I'm like, it's like meditation in the woods. And you lead it as a group. Like I would be a leader of taking people out into the woods to become better.
Come to the school.
I'm telling you.
Come and work with us. And also, I mean, our teachers would love that too. We have a lot of teachers that would love to see that mindfulness enacted. I mean, that's something that we would, love.
Well, in the tourism thing, I mean, and people laugh at me when I tell this story. People come here to heal. It's just a fact, and it's always been that way. And I had a gal who was staying here. It was raining kind of like this, and she came into the office, and she was looking for an alternate trail to use that she wasn't going to die from.
Okay.
Because when it rains on a trail, there's some dicey trails that and she was mindful of that. And I said, wow, and I described which one she should do. And she said she had been coming here for years. She's just by herself. I've been coming here for years. Alls I want to do, and she was this dramatic, alls I want to do is put my feet in the dirt. I want to trot.
Wow.
And I want to listen to a water and just sit there.
Yeah.
And she goes, I can go home. I take that time. I go home. I'm a better person.
Wow.
And I was like, and she was dramatic.
If we could all know that about ourselves and know how to ground ourselves that way, I mean,
it's just that
we
simple.
would be a better planet, like people would be better and be able to be kinder to each other. And I mean, that's the hope of Cumberland Forest School, is that our 4 B's that we teach all of our
4
students.
B's? What are the 4 B's?
Be kind, be responsible, be aware, be curious. And I think that really, if the whole world could just use those pillars of entering into a conversation or entering into a new setting, curious about it, be kind to people, be responsible, take care of yourself, take care of the people around you, be aware, notice your impact, and also notice how other people are making you feel, and be able to communicate those things. Yeah.
I think we can start here, and that's what you're doing.
Yeah, exactly.
You're starting here where you're at.
Yeah, exactly.
And it is, what do they do after 11 though?
So if you're in the homeschool program, the program starts at 11:30, and that program. Oh, you're saying 11 years old. I was like,
that's
sorry.
an interesting question.
After 11, that actually is a great question, because we're starting to dream up what a middle school program could look like. And some families have already decided, well, since y'all don't have anything like that, we're going to send them. I mean, we've had students go to Grundy County High School. We've had students go to SAS. We've had students go to Franklin County High School. And so there's a lot of different paths right now, but middle school is something that we're dreaming up. And it's something that if you're interested in, if anybody's interested in, we want to hear that interest, because it's helping us decide how to move. And that's how we operate, is anytime there's families that need something, that's where we move from. We're not just offering programming and so you can engage or not engage. It's like we're trying to be a collaborative group. So anybody who needs the support of a homeschool, needs the support of just extracurricular support, that's what we're here to help with. So
that's amazing.
And I'll mention too that we something that's new that is going to be kind of an accessibility feature is that we're offering a sliding scale tuition for families. So depending on how much your household income is, you pay less or more depending on that. So that's how that'll work. And so we're just hoping to make it more and more accessible. And then we also still have scholarship opportunities for folks. So we're trying to get folks as engaged as possible and make sure that it's accessible to many people. So if there's any questions, if anybody is wondering, well, I don't know if we could afford to do that, just ask, because we're super flexible. We're super flexible.
Well, I know for one, as a parent, we just have one job, is to raise good citizens, good, happy, wonderful citizens. And I love that, and that opportunity. The Grundy County school system and the school board is going to be looking at a middle school concept. So that kind of dovetails. There are studies that's a beneficial group to group together.
Absolutely. It's so important for that age group. I used to work with that age group a good amount when I lived elsewhere. I worked in Connecticut for a little while, and then I also got to work as a guide kind of in and out of like Wyoming and stuff. And I worked
Girl.
with, been doing this work for a long time, but that age group, that kind of like 12 to 15-year-old is that's a huge developmental stage, obviously. And it is
so much there.
Exactly. And it's really important for kids, that in that age range to engage with each other and recognize this like peer, connection that they have, and not feel like, oh, well, I have to meet the standards of this 17-year-old or this 18-year-old, right? There's a little bit more insular kind of connection going on that I think would, like you're saying, benefit.
Okay, I'm glad we're on the right path, because the discussion happened in the last school board was very intensive. The mechanics, of course, where, how, all of the other things, but just the thought process of developing a middle school, I think is a good direction according to the stats.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, that's something that I'm excited to kind of like piece together as well from our end, because we want parents and families who have been doing the work with us and who maybe haven't been doing the work with us, who have students that they're still homeschooling or deciding, I think my kid would benefit from a homeschool program. We want them to still be able to engage at 12, 13, 14, 15 years old. And that's definitely in the works.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Yeah, I won't spill too much.
Nope, no, we can't. All right. How do they get a hold of you? How do they get a hold of you?
Yeah. So you can go to www.cumberlandforestschool.org, and you can check out our website there for any main information. You can go to the contact us page on the website. You can also email us at cumberlandforestschool@gmail.com. Simple as that. And we'd be happy to talk with you, happy to answer any questions that you have. Happy to collaborate if people, are already doing something similar or have something they want to share with a homeschooling community or with the preschool community. But we're excited to be doing what we're doing, and we're looking for as much enrollment and as much collaboration as we can, because we just want this to be a communal effort. We want people to be involved. The more people, the better, for everybody's benefit. The more difference in opinions, the more difference in, socioeconomic backgrounds, like all of those things are really important for us to engage with and to come into community with, because right now more than ever we need community.
Wow, I love it. And just I don't think I remember this fact. You went to Sewanee.
I did, yes.
And what did you graduate in?
I graduated in 2016, and I got a degree in geology and forestry.
But look at you just kind of combining all that.
That's true. The kids get a really, really good geology lesson when we do rocks and trees,
Is Brand Potter not the coolest guy on earth?
He is my biggest hero, and I'm so lucky I get to meet with him later today. And he's wonderful, and he's actually come and worked with our students before, which was a total dream.
He's like at the Trails and Trilliums, one of my all-time favorite events just ever. My favorite thing about Brand Potter is and him and Mary Priestley do it. It's a spoken word at the bonfire. Oh. And let me tell you, it is sublimely perfect.
Oh, I'm going to cry. That's really cool. Yeah, he's amazing.
So, I'm a dork about that, because there are cool people like Gerald Smith.
Yeah.
Smith.
Oh.
I use him for tours and things. It's just these very eclectic, charismatic, focused humans.
Yeah, absolutely. And they're so wise. And they know this place deeply. There are elders. Yeah. There are people that know this place so deeply, and that we can learn from, and that should be teaching the children, should be teaching the adults, should be.
Because it's a funnel. Man, we get our whys, they know us, and then we go it down. We just got to continue on.
Standing on the generations of others, I had a really nice meeting the other day with my co-director and a woman that we look up to very much, and talking about standing on the shoulders of our past generations and helping us build and grow. It's powerful stuff. Yeah.
All right. Well, as you know, I'm going to send Miss Abbey out to spread joy and sunshine wherever she goes. I know those kids are already there doing that in all this rain.
Yeah.
Hope to have you on again.
Yeah. Thank you so much for having me.
When's the new semester start?
Thank you for checking. So January 12th is our first day back during the spring semester, and folks can sign up and enroll up until then.
Oh, right up until then.
Right up until then.
Okay.
We would really love for folks to enroll by January 1st, but we're still accepting enrollments until January 12th. Yeah, we know that it's a short time frame, so we're trying to give people room
It's
to
mountain
make a
time.
decision.
Yeah, it's mountain time here.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
You know.
I get it.
All right, like I said, I'm gonna send out Abby. So glad that she was here. So glad what they're doing. I mean, seriously, just. We're gonna go on a quick break. Thank our sponsors, and we'll be right back. As always, thanks for watching Morning on the Mountain. I'll see you in a minute.